I think it is largely financial. I mean, you're stepping into a situation where I think a lot of portfolio companies inside private equity funds, I don't think anyone really runs a scenario where you assume that there's a down 65 or 70% a year in your 5 to 7 year model projection. People are dealing with, having to take, get no bonus, take furloughs where companies are working 4 days a week. So it really is incumbent on private equity firms to let them know you kind of have to fish or cut bait. Are you going to continue to support if you believe in the business, or is it better to just try to preserve capital now? And if you're going to continue to believe in the business, you almost have to become a coach and motivate the team and give that halftime speech. I think private equity will be held accountable coming out the other side to live up to their word, because a lot of people are hanging on right now just on the guys that they're going to have that opportunity to participate in the outside in return for their loyalty, kind of sticking with the business and continuing to preserve everyone's capital.
But we haven't been faced with this situation. We've been actually, again, our portfolio has been really healthy, and we haven't been the guys that have been asking for a lot of leverage. But if you're a private equity firm that is going through it, and trust me, we know a lot. A lot of our peers have had to go through this. There's a point where they've given up. There's a point where they're just saying, we're so underwater, we have to move on to the next phase. Then there are some private equity firms saying, okay, let's keep working at it and keep driving. I think that you're going to see, an economy of two different style firms, people that are trying to work with their existing managers, have a great rapport with them, a relationship, and the lenders, and trying to figure out how can we create more value, or, our equity has become option value. If anything comes out of it, great, at least we never abandon. And then there's the equity firm that says there's not much else we can do. Either it's not a sound business, we made a flawed investment decision when we did it. Managers have left, and we've cut to we started to cut into bone instead of the muscle, and we've gone too deep, and there's nothing to kind of salvage here, and we had to fish and cut bait. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a financial decision. I think you're seeing some private equity firms trying to do whatever they can do, swimming upstream. I mean, I don't want to mention companies in particular, but there's some big media companies that were bought in the 07, 08 timeframe that are completely wiped out. Equity's completely destroyed. And they're over 10 times leveraged. Yet the equity guys are still working day in, day out to kind of salvage whatever they can. One, it's reputation. I think this business is built on reputation. It's very difficult to make the next investment if people know that you're just in here for financial engineering in our business. And I think that's really tough. When we look at ourselves in the morning, do you just abandon? And I think there's some private equity firms that are trying to figure out, can they do anything for their lenders, for their LPs, for their partners, showing face, but trying to see what they can muster out of the investment at the end of the day.